Multisim software. Now first here this is the worksheet. So here you can design the circuitry. So here first select the 741 op-amp IC from analog places and drag it. Then select the register and drag it over here. Select the capacitor and the resistor. So the R2 is also required here. So select the resistor R2, then select the resistor, another resistor R3, and the capacitors are also required in the circuitry. So select it and drag it over here. Select the another capacitor also and drag it over here. Select the ground terminal also and drag it over here. Then select the another ground terminal also. Then select the supply voltages VCC and VEE and drag it over here. Select the CRO also for the output and function generator also. So here you can choose the function generator and CRO to check the output and function generator to apply the input waveform. So here this is your CRO. Now flip it vertically like this. Now connect all the component. Connect the R1 terminal to C1 and the C1 to the inverting mode of the op-amp like this. And here you can connect the another component like this. This is your R2 and this is your R3 resistor. So here you can rotate it also. So this R2 is you can also rotate it like this, and then connect this to the in between R1 and C1, and then here this is your capacitor C2. Connect this terminal like this, and this is your output pin of the op-amp. This is at pin number 6 connected to the CRO, and the another terminal of this CRO is used for the ground. So you can also connect this terminal to the ground, and here this is your the capacitor, the another terminal of this capacitor. You can connect this as you can see over here. You can connect it to the output terminal of the op-amp pin number 6, and R3 you can connect it like this. And now this is the ground terminal. The R2 you can also connect it directly, so the non-inverting terminal is directly grounded, and this is the ground terminal is required over here, so you can connect it like this. And here you can set it, suppose if you want to connect it. So here this is your ground terminal, so you can connect the ground terminal like this, and R1 is also connected to the function generator input, so you can connect it. And these are the supply voltages, plus VCC and minus VE. This plus VCC is always present at pin number 6, and VE always present at pin number 4, so you can connect it like this. And here if you want to check the input waveform also, so you can also connect the input of function generator to the output at any channel. So here we can connect the input terminal of the function generator to the CRO, and here you can also change the value of the component like this. So according to our design criteria, we can change the value of the component. So here click on this and you can change the value of the component here according to the design step. Here in our example, the value of the R3 is 63.66 kilo ohm, so we can choose it over here. So change the value of the component here C1. Here in our example we assume the value of the C1 is 0.01 microfarad, so you can change the value of the capacitor also. So here the value of the capacitor, both C1 and C2 are equal, so you can change it. And here the supply voltages are required, that is plus 15 and minus 15 volt. So here change the value of the supply voltages also, so you can change it like this. So here these are the value of the component, and now run the simulation button. So you can our circuitry is ready, so you can click on the run button and click on the CRO and check your output. So after changing in the scale and time base, you can check your output at the CRO. So here changing the scale like this, and channel A and channel B set the scale also. So here after some time we will find out the output waveform on the CRO after changing the scale. So you can change the value of the function generator, because in our example, design example, the cutoff frequency is 2 kilohertz. So here you can apply the frequency, that is 2 kilohertz, and you can also check the amplitude also. So here you can change the amplitude as you can see over here, and as you can see here your output is in sine waveform and input is also in sine waveform, because in narrowband pass filter here the op-amp is in inverting mode. So you can see over here the waveform is also in inverted form, so your output waveform is in correct form. So here this is your input waveform and output waveform. Input waveform at channel P and the output at channel A. So these are the perfect waveform of the narrowband pass filter, or we can say multiple feedback filter. So you can design this narrowband pass filter with the help of general purpose op-amp IC. So here you can design this narrowband pass filter with high speed op-amp ICs also, like 8844 IC, etc. So here you can change the positions also. So here this is the perfect waveform. Now here if you want to check the frequency response curve of the narrowband pass filter, then you can also select the Bott plotter. As you can see over here, you can select it like this and connect the input and output terminal of Bott plotter to the input of the function generator, as you can see over here, and output at the CRO. So here this is your ground terminal. You can connect it as you can see over here. Now run the button, simulation button, and as you can see over here, this is your frequency response curve. So you can also set the dB because here in the narrow band pass filter, here you can set this in 20 dB and minus 20 dB, as you can see over here. And as you can see, this is your perfect response frequency response curve, because here it is approximately at 2.1 kilohertz. So this is your perfect narrow band pass filter. Here the bandwidth is narrower, so this is your frequency response curve. So you can design the narrow band pass filter with the help of general purpose op-amp IC, or if you want for a higher frequency application, then you can design the narrow band pass filter with the high speed op-amp ICs like AD844, etc. Thank you for watching.